The following was recorded during the COVID-19 pandemic through Zoom meetings in accordance with local health guidelines. Hi, I'm Mike Maloney, and welcome to this special edition of the CSRM podcast with Andrew Fouts and Jamie Balcom.
Hi, welcome to a special edition of the CSRM podcast. This is more of a advertisement, announcement, big hoopla event. I've got CSRM Board of Trustees member Jamie Balcom with me, and we are here to announce the newest resource that is available through Overwhelming Victory and CSRM, and that is Overwhelming Victory Radio. You know, Jamie, you are Mr., at least in the way we refer to you within the podcast, and the first podcast you were on, and even the one that just released a couple of days ago, you are Mr. Out of the box thinking as far as ministry is concerned. Resourcing for ministers is something that there's a lot out there, but quality is a little bit shaky. And so what have you found to be the biggest hindrance as far as resourcing for your ministry?
I think a big thing is trying to find stuff that's relevant to today. You know, most stuff, I look at all my youth ministry books, they're 10, 15, 20 years old right now. And you're like, oh, I just got that. I think I just got that like a couple of years ago. And one of them, I said, I got that book like 25 years ago. But because time flies so fast, I think it's trying to be relevant today. And that's why I think what we're about to do is going to be huge in this world of, I think relevancy is the biggest thing. There's so much stuff out there, but it's gone so fast. The world's changing so quick. And I think that's a big struggle when I look at stuff. I mean, there's good stuff out there, but there's also, people are putting stuff out that's fast and quick. They always say don't rewrite the wheel, but man, we gotta think about the world today. This world we live in is so changed in this last year, 2020, that things are different now. Everybody's like, oh, when's it gonna go back to normal? It may never go back to normal. This might be the new norm, and how do we reach people?
Most people would say that we weren't normal to begin with, but
true, we're not.
Digital ministry has been something that we at CSRM and we have been saying for a while. This is something churches need to jump on. This was something that was even within the sports world where everything is active and outdoors. Digital ministry has to be a big piece of it. One of the churches that contacted us for consultation back right at the beginning of the pandemic and the lockdowns was looking to start doing live broadcasting and stuff since they couldn't meet in person. And when I sent him the recommendations for microphones and things like that to buy, Amazon and the stores that use them were completely sold out of microphones because all of these churches were just scrambling trying to buy. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things that, we have found here at CSRM, that digital ministry is a very big tool. Most of you are familiar with the digital ministry stuff we already offer. The Tuesday talks are a big thing, monthly roundtables, Zoom meetings like what Jamie and I are doing here, where we can discuss different topics. We discuss relevant topics about how to do sports ministry. Some of the ones coming up in the coming year are dealing with the racial issues in the country right now and how sports ministry is the bridge for that. We've talked disabilities. We've talked COVID. We've talked a lot of different things. The CSRM podcast that you're listening to right now, obviously, we hope you find that as a resource. If not, just don't tell us and make us feel good.
Right.
These sort of things have come up very quickly and very fast. And one thing that the millennial generation, especially the millennial advisor that we had for a while here at CSRM, Garrett Price, was the first one to kind of put a bug in Dr. Linville and the board's ears about podcasting. And, even a few years ago, podcasting was big, but not huge. Now it is the thing to do. And so that's something that we here at CSRM, Jamie, I think I can speak for you and the rest of the board, this is something we want to help churches navigate and be a part of. And so that's part of why we are launching Overwhelming Victory Radio. Overwhelming Victory Radio is going to be the podcast networking center for sports ministry podcasts, for different things. Jamie, you Cowtown Adventures, you guys are covering hunting, you guys are covering fishing, barbecuing. The Marriage Map, we had them on a previous CSRM podcast. It's the McDowell families. They're going to be covering things, sports ministry, inner city relations, marriage relations, family development, navigating all that kind of stuff from a mentoring perspective, from a coaching perspective, from a ministry perspective. Golden Point Sports, which is a pretty successful sports podcast already. Brad Winters, another board member, and his co-host Robert Foster, that navigate the world of football primarily, the NFL and college football, and how the gospel relates to that, as well as Playing for Eternity. A lot of people may be familiar with them. They're good friends of CSRM out in California, Don Wyrick. They're getting a podcast together as well. This is something that we want to be able to offer to you, the sports minister, as another resource to add to your toolbox. Jamie, why don't you give a little bit of information about your adventure with Cowtown Adventures?
Yeah, so I'm about to launch. Mine is called Cowtown Adventures. It's just a name that's been around with me for a long time. It goes back many years. And my idea is I'm going to start a podcast that's literally talking about hunting, fishing, and barbecuing. And, we'll throw some Jesus in there every time too. But I mean, the idea is I want to reach for me, it's reaching a whole nother window of people. Churches, I think there's a lot of hunters and fishermen in every church, and they're always looking for stuff to do. So I'm going to try to work my way through what hunting and fishing and barbecuing and, what that looks like, and how we, in that is how it is okay, because there is a lot of pushback for people that hunt and fish, but also there's a lot of redeeming value in hunting and fishing. And I mean, we're out in God's creation, and so I'm excited to talk about that, talk about products that are out there that hunters use, and look at, hopefully find companies that are Christian companies that are making hunting projects and, and reviewing them, but also just meeting with people that are hunters and just talk hunting. I love to hunt, I love to fish, and I love to cook. So I like to talk. So I'm super excited to launch this podcast about those three main topics.
And knowing you, I have a feeling there will be some hijinks involved in there as well.
Oh yeah, there's some fun stuff going to be coming after talking to you and getting some. I'm excited for what some of the stuff is going to be, but I'm not giving it away.
Now, all of these resources we're offering to you, the sports minister, at a free cost. You can find all of this at overwhelmingvictory.org. It is our resource website. You can also find a lot of this information off of the Overwhelming Victory Facebook page, as well as the CSRM website, www.csrm.org, as well as the CSRM YouTube channels, Facebook, Instagram, all those different things. You can find out a lot of this information. We are hoping to have this fully launched and available to you in the coming weeks. And while it is free for you, this is a ministry. This is a ministry that our partners are doing. We want to be able to help you, if this is something that interests you as well, be able to help you start this for your own church, for your own sports ministry, or just for a different area of the SRF world that we here at CSRM may not have touched, but that you are gifted in the area to do so. If you are interested in starting a podcast and want to be a part of the Overwhelming Victory Radio Network, we offer 4 different packages at different prices. The cost of these packages go to pay for the website and pay for the hosting and all that. It can be everything from our network package, which just has a link on our website for people to be able to go find you and listen to you. We offer a hosting package that will actually give you a page on our website. We offer a consultation package, which includes the full consultation that we offer for digital ministry already through CSRM, but it also gives you the opportunity after consultation to be able to have your podcast hosted on our site and through Overwhelming Victory Radio. And we even will offer you full production packages. You'll get everything from Dr. Linville as your executive producer, me as your producer, editor. We will help you with uploading. We will help you with advertising. We'll help you with everything. You can find out all that information at overwhelmingvictory.com/join OVR. Jamie, you did the consultation package. Give us a little bit of insight into what that looks like for somebody that's trying to get into this and what OVR and CSRM can do for them.
Right. Like for me, it's something I've been thinking about a while, and me and you have talked about it for a long time, is me doing some kind of podcast. And like me, I'm not a computer guy. I mean, I am a computer guy, but I'm not a computer guy. And for me, the consultation is having you help me produce stuff. It's less stress on me, like trying to make sure it's out. Like I can just do all the video. I'm like, here you go, Andrew, put it together. And so that's a big deal for me. I like that idea. Like the equipment, you help me find all the equipment I need. And so for me, it is the idea of, for me, as I'm doing the talking, you guys do the work is what it comes down to half the time. But that's what you're good at. That's the stuff that you guys are good at. That's what we want to do, and it's, as much as it's for the professionals, we're also, I think another thing is that we don't want to miss is if this is an idea you're having and you've never done it, please reach out to us at CSRM and let us talk. Let's just talk about it. It doesn't cost you anything to make a phone call or an email. And I know Andrew will talk to you. I'll talk to you. Greg will talk to you. It's just, let's throw the idea out there at you. Even if you're scared to think of, I'd really like to do, if you're a sports rec guy out there and man, I'd like to talk about something or make a video, don't be afraid to call and reach out to us.
And this is something also that most of you are aware of, the small church initiative that we have right now with CSRM. We're especially trying to help small churches navigate COVID, navigate sports ministry, limited resourcing, all these different things. This is another area that we would love to be able to help pour into you if you are a smaller church and just wanting to explore. The 5 podcasts that are already signed up are going to be full of good information for you. There'll be good talking points for you during staff meetings or when you're talking with people around town. But these also are a good opportunity for you to be able to reach your current congregation, potentially even expand your reach within your neighborhood and within your community. Overwhelming Victory Radio. Again, we are hoping to have it launched here in the next couple weeks. Stay tuned to the Overwhelming Victory Facebook page, the CSRM Facebook page, and you can also check out all this information as well as information on how to sign up if you are interested at overwhelmingvictory.org, which is the new website for all of the resourcing done through CSRM's publishing branch, Overwhelming Victory. Jamie, we're looking forward to hearing more from you. Cowtown Adventures. Again, the five podcasts are already signed up and that you'll have full access to once we are fully launched. Our Cowtown Adventures with Jamie Balcom, The Marriage Map with Dwight and Angela McDowell, Golden Point Sports with Robert Foster and Brad Winters, and Playing for Eternity with Don Wyrick. Again, these all cover different areas. They all cover different topics, all relevant though to the work that you are doing, all relevant to the sports fan in general, and all relevant to gospel ministry moving forward. Jamie, looking forward to seeing what you're getting ready to pop out, and we hope all of you will check us out at overwhelmingvictory.org.